ever notice how bullies seem to have a radar for the kind-hearted? Like somehow the quieter you are, the more they run their dang mouth. The nicer you are, the more they push your limits. You ain't alone in wondering why it always seems to be you they target. And today, let's break that down. Why bullies pick certain people, and more importantly, how to break the dang pattern for good. Now, first off, let's be real. Bullies don't always look like playground punks. Sometimes they're your partner. Sometimes they're your coworker. Sometimes they're your own mama. But no matter who they are, they all look for the same thing. Power they didn't earn and control they don't deserve. So why did they pick you to begin with? Well, because they think you won't fight back. Because you keep the peace. Because you care so much. Because deep down, you might not believe you deserve better. And they can sniff that out like an old bloodhound on a hot trail. See, bullies don't want a challenge. They want a reaction. They want the quiet ones, the polite ones, the ones who learned real young how to survive by just staying small. And if that's you, then I'm talking right to your soul today. If you're tired of being picked, poked, pushed, and pressured, hit that subscribe button. We don't just heal here, we rebuild, one old truth bomb at a time. Here's the pattern most people don't see. When you grow up around people who made you feel like love had to be earned, like it came with strings or silence, you developed what I call old peacekeeper wounds. You walk on eggshells. You say sorry when it ain't even your fault. You try to fix everything just to stop the fight. Y'all, bullies love that. They feed on it because it keeps you exhausted and them in charge. But here's where it ends. You break the pattern when you stop seeing yourself as the problem and start seeing yourself as the one with the power to change it. First step, recognize the early signs. Don't wait until it turns into a full-blown storm. That little gut feeling you got when somebody throws a joke and it don't feel right, that weird energy when somebody talks down to you just to make themselves feel big, trust it. That ain't just nerves. That's your intuition waking up. Second step, set the boundary early. I'm not talking about throwing hands or cussing folks out. I'm talking about speaking up when it matters. Say things like, I don't like how that sounded. Let's keep this respectful. I'm not going to let you talk to me that way. Short, firm, and calm. That's the combo that rattles a bully more than any insult ever will. Y'all, the third step, heal what made you tolerate it in the first place. That's the deep part. You might have to look back where you learned to stay silent. Maybe you had parents who criticized everything. I did. Maybe you had a partner who wore you down little by little. Maybe you just got tired of being the one who always had to be the bigger person. But let me tell you something loud and clear. Being kind does not mean being a doormat. Being humble does not mean being silent. And being patient does not mean being powerless. You can be soft and still have steel in your spine. You can be loving and still say no more. You can still care about people and walk away from the ones who use that against you. Y'all, breaking that pattern don't mean changing who you are. It means protecting who you are from folks who never deserved access in the first place. You're not here to keep taking punches just because you got a big heart. You're here to learn that the strongest love you can give is the one you give yourself first. So if bullies keep picking you, it's not just because you're weak. It's because you're strong in ways they don't understand. And it's time you understood it too. Now if this hit home, hit that old subscribe button. Old Tommy Ray, he's for you. And y'all like that video and share it with somebody who needs it. Let's walk through this together, just one old truth bomb at a time.